Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line, it's the NBA Cup, and it's in full swing. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Tyler Herro.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Siakam is the 4 with Poeltl in the middle. Barnes is out there with Dick, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then there's Tyler Herro, and it's Love in at the 5 spot. And today will be the first game of 2 in a row between these two teams.
Yeah, these little mini-series are interesting. In the first game, it's all about setting the tone, and both of these teams want to establish momentum early.
Outside Richardson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And your first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat, Stan. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
And it's Miami's ball. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
Buries it from 3. Richardson's got 5.
Herro keeping the defense guessing.
Barnes passes to Dick. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Herro. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Good.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Herro with the scorer's mindset.
Barnes against Richardson. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Dick.
I mean, plastered on his man, and Herro making it difficult to move the ball.
DeRozan against Anunoby. Here's Herro. And a missed layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And the call will be against Tyler Herro. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Barnes in the post, guarded by Richardson. Barnes passes to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it to drop. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Oh, DeRozan with the block.
Wow. DeRozan showing you why you always have to be in good position on defense.
Now here's DeRozan in his last outing with 12 points. Denied by Adebayo. Pass to Richardson. Now Adebayo. And the layup is good off the glass.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Out to the right wing. DeRozan outside. Lets the 3 fly. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Raptors trail by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Erik Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Now here's Siakam. He's scoreless. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Pass to Adebayo. Hero, the pass to Love. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Hero outside. Adebayo sets a screen. Hero, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Back to Siakam. Outside Dick. Barnes with a screen on Adebayo. And here's Siakam for 3. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, hitting the offensive glass with purpose. You gotta love the activity from Scotty Barnes.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And the Heat with some changes. Harris is checked in for Love. Robinson comes in for Hero. And it's Smith in for Richardson. The Raptors making a switch here. A minute 39 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Harris with it. He's covered by Siakam. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And the Heat making a change here. Here's Harris. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Don't sleep on the size of Tobias Harris. He's not afraid to bang and bump down there.
These are his first free throws of the game.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
The free throw drops for Harris. Well, Coach, how about the Erik Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Now here's Barnes. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Siakam, and it's Harris with the rebound. Heat leading by 5. Pass to Robinson. And here's Adebayo. Oh, sweet move. That one's good for 2.
Well, Adebayo's going to work inside. That's what they want him to do.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Misi. Trent outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over on Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam. Barnes the screen. Siakam, the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And so it's Miami closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 7. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
OG Anunoby out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Wells in at the 2 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Schroeder. No points so far. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Now here's Robinson. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And here's Harris outside. Drills it from deep. Harris has got 5.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. He helps his team space the floor.
The 3 from Barnes sends it home from three-point land.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Jaquez has checked in for Miami. Dick, he's checked in for Toronto. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Toronto, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And of course Miami, currently a ways below.
You know, for the Raptors, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team can take it to another level if they get rolling.
Now here's Harris. 5 points in the game. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Again, the Heat misses. Raptors trail by 5. Here's Barnes. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Barnes has got 11 points.
Yeah, the intensity behind the drive. Barnes was not going to be stopped.
Harris right side. Uses the glass on the layup. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Back to Schroeder. With the floater. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. Number 1, the Heat.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Free throw good. Schroeder. A different look for Miami. Love comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Anunoby. And Toronto also making a switch. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Boucher. And both free throws good for Schroeder.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Outside Robinson. Out to the wing. Left side Love. Misi grabs the board. Raptors trail by 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Here's Wells. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Sinks the tray. And the Heat lead by 6.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Outside Dick. Back to Barnes. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Siakam. Over Harris. And again, Toronto, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And with soft touch, Love is very tough to stop near the hoop.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Some changes for Toronto. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Schroeder, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Barnes. Raptors trail by 8. Outside Dick. Siakam for 3. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Here's Hero. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Misi's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going. And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Dick with a miss. Heat leading by 5. Hero with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Hero, the pass to Richardson. Hits the trifecta. Richardson's got 8 points.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Pass to Siakam. Outside Dick. Now DeRozan. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. Hurdles checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Lowry.
Scotty Barnes.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the half. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
When we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. The 4th spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
Yeah, you can't teach the kind of vision that they have. Natural instinct to read the floor and find the open guy that they all possess.
Richardson finds Hero. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Siakam. It's Barnes on the wing. Up and over Richardson. Barnes, no good. Miami leading by 8. Hero with it. Over Pirtle. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Hero's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Clean jumper there by Hero. He really knows his shot well.
Back to Barnes. Here's Dick. The long distance 3 is buried. Dick's got 5 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hits the 3-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's DeRozan. The shot no good. And so it's Miami earning this break in the action, up 10. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please recognize
represents the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draw. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look here now at Toronto. They're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Miami Heat.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 10-point game. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. Here's Hero. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now. DeRozan against Anunoby. Outside Dick. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Miami. Hero outside. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Love. Defended by DeRozan. And Love with the basket on the assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 12. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Now here's Richardson. Over Barnes. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Hero. Guarded by Dick. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
We want to see you in live. We've got t-shirts.
right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. Number 5, the Raptors.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Anunoby against DeRozan. DeRozan forceful inside.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
And Stan, over his long NBA career, DeMar DeRozan honing in his game.
Yeah, Brian, and he's patterned it after his idol, Kobe Bryant. He's also an excellent shot creator. His development as a passer has helped make him a very productive offensive focal point.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Well, this is why the defense has to be up on Hero. His jump shot is a real weapon.
Back to Barnes. And here's Siakam for 3. Miami grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Back to Anunoby. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. Raptors trail by 9. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Pass to DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan through staunch defense.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Richardson. They set the pick. And here's Adebayo. Left side Love. 5 to shoot. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Dick's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
It's time for bullpen. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's see it. Get down. Dancing shoes at home.
Different look for Miami. Tobias Harris checked in for Hero, and it's Robinson in for Richardson. The Raptors also with a sub. Schroeder's checked in. Here's Robinson. He's scoreless. Outside Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. And again, no good by Miami. Pirtle with the ball, and that's Love picking him up defensively. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Hurdle against Adebayo. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Anunoby. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robinson passes to Adebayo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And he drops it first. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are. Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact a game. He's a player everyone wants on their team.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And during the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have shot the ball with accuracy from beyond the arc. Number 1, Chris Boucher. Pascal Siakam, 4th.
And these bigs have refined their games to the point where they're a threat to score from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special.
Now here's Schroeder. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. The 3 from DeRozan. The offensive rebound.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
The putback, and it's Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 5. Schroeder passes to Barnes. 58 seconds left in the third. And here's Schroeder outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Harris's shot is good.
Yeah, that was nice recognition by Robinson.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to DeRozan. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Schroeder. The 3. Miami grabs the miss.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Robinson to the middle. Here's Adebayo, and he can't bank that one in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Miami out in front, leading by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Jaime Jaquez.
He's out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Jovic in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Robinson. That three's off the mark. And so Trent will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 4. Now here's Jaquez. Pass to Harris. Now here's Robinson. No good with the triple. Siakam outside. Looking to get it going. He can't get that one to fall. Heat leading by 4. Here's Wells. Up top, Robinson. Pass to Jaquez. Now here's Harris. Guarded closely. Outside Jaquez. Again, the Heat misses. Raptors trail by 4. Now Schroeder. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Pass to Jovic. Harris outside. Sinks it from distance.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat dancers.
Hero, he's checked in for Jovic. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Schroeder. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. B.A.?
Ali, thank you. Now here's Siakam. Back to Lowry. The shot. It's good. Off the glass. Lowry's got his first points of the night.
You gotta love the fearless attitude of Lowry. Nice job getting inside and executing.
Hero for 3. It's rebounded by Dick.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Siakam outside. Back to Dick. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Hero's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Harris outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Trent outside. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Trent's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Hero. This one for 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. Siakam's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Now here's Siakam. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Jaquez, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
That free throw, no good.
Well, when you watch Jaquez, the first thing that jumps out is his footwork. He is so precise with each movement.
DeRozan is checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Lowry. Good on the second one. Raptors trail by 3. Siakam outside. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Dick. He's guarded by Hero. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from the high post. And it's DeRozan missing. Miami leading by 3. Hero outside. There's a screen by Love. And again, no good by Miami.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Richardson, the pass to Love. Hero with it. Looking to get back on track. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Dick. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The jump hook. The shot by Pirtle, no good. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, they're right to trust Hero in these moments. He's a very reliable scoring option.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes with a screen on Jaquez. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Pass to Richardson. Love a screen on Barnes. Here's Richardson. And that one hits the back iron. Raptors trail by 5. Siakam, pass to DeRozan. Pirtle with a screen on Richardson. Here's Pirtle. The 3 from Barnes. And Hero grabs the board. And he commits the intentional foul. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Let's give a huge mighty welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
And the Heat making a change here. And Anunoby's checked in.
That was your Heat Breaker Dance Crew. Give them a round of applause.
All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
And BA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
And they double up Adebayo. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it to Hero. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from there.
Toronto calls timeout. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's Siakam. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Richardson. So it's Miami picking up the win. And that evens up their record in group play. What an NBA Cup it's been.
Yeah, the competition during this tournament has been unreal. Unfortunately, 2 losses in this round usually means you're going home.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Well, I'm here with Bam Adebayo. Bam, your energy was felt tonight. How do you dig deep to give your team that boost?
Just sacrificing, just going out there, landing on the line for my teammates, and just going out there and just, playing hard. That's what I do, and, it got contagious.
The hardest part is bringing that every game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.